Welcome to the Wandering Wardells. I am John Wardell, and we are now finally starting our next series, which is long overdue, because we just came back from a cruise mid-December, and we were on the Carnival Venezia from November 30th for 10 nights, and we cruised out of New York City. So we are going to do a whole whack of videos, again as promised, those that are watching the station, around the entire cruise. But today specifically, this video is going to be about the embarkation process for the cruise port in Manhattan, New York City, and what that's really like. So for those of you that have plans or you're debating about cruising out of New York City, Manhattan, please check this out and we'll walk you through the entire process. The only other thing I want to mention for those of you that are new to this channel, we do have previous videos that go into more detail about the embarkation process than this one, so please feel free if you find that this doesn't have enough information, because I certainly want to avoid being too redundant. Please feel free to check that out. And with that being said, stick with me, watch this, and come wander with the Wardells.
Wandering, wandering, wandering Wardells. Wandering, wandering, wandering Wardells. So dream about your next vacation and I will be your guide. And share with friends and hit the like, then ring the bell, subscribe.
Okay, welcome to our next cruise. We are at the Manhattan Cruise Port, and of note, where I naively thought that the Manhattan Cruise Port would be monstrosity, it's actually not that large of a cruise port in comparison to many others when I looked it up online and also just seeing it. So you'll see right behind us, here is the Carnival Venezia, and this is what we will be traveling on shortly, heading on all the various cruise ports that we mentioned for 10 nights. Today is November 30th. Another few things of note, though, I will say, is we actually stayed in Manhattan last night, which actually distance to the cruise port is only about 1.5 miles. However, we just spent about the last 40 minutes-ish on a very long cab ride. So just for those of you that are ever planning on cruising out of Manhattan, note these few factors, that even though you're very close, due to traffic, it's going to take you quite a while to get to the cruise port. And number two, of course, transportation costs are exacerbated because of that. Our cost here with our family of 5 was, with tip, around $100 American. The last thing I'll say of note is staying in Manhattan as well is very, very expensive. So just to give you an idea, just to accommodate our family of 5 in a standard 3-star Homewood Suites by Hilton that we stayed at, cost us roughly $650 American for the night. So very, very expensive. However, with that said, the cruise port itself is actually very easy to navigate, just like the others. We got dropped off, we rolled our luggage to the baggage drop-off point, and we dropped it immediately off. And the last thing I'll say, here, unlike other cruise ports, the security checkpoint is right at the entrance. So if you just pan around, you're going to see the people that check you in security, and if you zoom in, you're going to see the actual security where you drop your baggage off and they check and all that stuff. And after that, the only thing left will be getting ready to get on the ship and officially check in with your Carnival advisor. So we'll let you know and we'll record some video as we get ready to board the ship. So we have just completed security on the Carnival Venezia. As you see behind me, I'm talking quick. Apologize, there's a lot of announcements. You can see the check-in right behind me, so we've certainly completed that. Today we did arrive early though for our cruise. Our check-in time is actually 11, so we're all sitting waiting for our section to be called. So I don't know if this is a further delay because of the port we're at, or whether it's because we kind of screwed up. Well, not screwed up, but we certainly got here early anticipating there might be further traffic delays. So we're right now sitting, waiting for our call, and then we'll be boarding the ship.
Okay, so they've just called our number, C5.
Yay!
Yay! So we're just in a massive lineup to get on. And here we go.
Yeah, this is not as near as efficient as our last one, that's for sure.
And I think they're a little delayed, to be honest. So
A little delayed there,
yeah,
for sure.
They're about an hour behind.
But that's all good.
So Landon had to get his picture retaken. And hey. Hey, we're walking on. Woo-hoo.
Here we go.
Those are your kids, right?
What's up, Bordellis?
This is freaking awesome.
So, the cruise is 15 stories, and it's beautiful. We also have a tropical bar over here with all favorite drinks like gin, rum, beer, wine, and so much more.
Are we recording? We're in the main atrium. This is actually smaller than the feeling in the typical atrium because most of the atriums we've been to open right up way higher than this. Not that this isn't beautiful, but it gives you a feeling of largeness in the other ships that this one doesn't have in the main atrium.
And then you got Big Johnny over here, wiping his nose.
Maya, can you put that in my bag? And turn off the recording.
He's asking me to put it in his bag. 1 second.
So as you can see, I am putting Johnny's water bottle into Johnny's bag. Like
Much
so.
cool.
Thank you guys.
Yeah.
Wandering with the Bordells.
Okay, again, we're still leaving the cruise port. We're actually heading out through the channel. On the one side, you would see Manhattan. Unfortunately, we did not get film of that because we actually wanted to stay on the other side of the ship so that we could get close as we're approaching the Statue of Liberty. But it is cold, cold, cold. Thing about embarkation day is the pre-cruise party when you're just about to leave port. We are just leaving port as we speak from New York City, Manhattan, and here is the indoor party with a retractable roof in the center of the ship. Okay, and finally, my last few words on that video. So I just wanted to reiterate one more time that when you are cruising, just a couple other things of note that I did not mention in this video, that you certainly can bring your 12 cans of whatever beverage you choose that are non-alcoholic per passenger, which we certainly did that. And you can also bring 1 bottle of wine per adult passenger, and that must be in your carry-on when you're boarding a cruise. Other than that, I will also add for the Manhattan cruise port, unlike the other cruise ports we've gone to so far, the security was a lot tighter. Now, I don't know why that is. Obviously, New York City is New York City. And maybe that's a major hub for trafficking of who knows what. I don't want to jump into that too much or get too far ahead. But what we had to endure and go through on the way to board the ship, which delayed things, and we found out why we were delayed getting on the ship, is because they actually had sniffer dogs. And just before you actually got on the ship, they made everyone drop their baggage in front of them, take a couple steps back, and they had a dog go up and down the line to sniff all of your luggage as you were boarding with your carry-on. So that did actually delay the process, so I just want everyone to be aware of that. I don't know if they do that every cruise, but they did it on our cruise, and that does create further delays when boarding. Other than that, Manhattan, just like the other cruise ports, was pretty seamless, other than the longer wait that we had to get on the Carnival Venezia. And keep on watching, because next video is going to be about all of the spaces. We are going to start that, and we are going to review the indoor spaces and the outdoor spaces on the Carnival Venezia. So keep on wondering.